Hey Slim, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Politics is a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I beat that boy. No, I beat that boy at least 10 rounds to 2, 9-3, man. Man, took old boy to school, man. I don't know, man. It is what it is, man. I just wanted to come on here and show y'all some love, man. They been trying to get a nigga out the way, I guess. I don't know. But it is what it is, man. To the fans, man, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true dog at the end of the day, though. I been fucked my arm up like 2 weeks before the camp. Off of that. You know what I'm saying? We put the work in, still fought, and to be honest with you, I outclassed them, outschooled them, outboxed them with one motherfucking arm, man. One arm, I got a whole torn tendon in my shit, man.
What's good, family? Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. So we just heard there from your man's Gary Russell Jr. He down bad right now. He going through it. Oh man, it's a system. It's institutional. The system got me down bad. And listen, you're woofing right now. Stop woofing. And what I don't get, why is it these cats always have something to say after the fight? Where was this outrage while she was in the ring? Do you understand? Don't be mad outside the ring. Get mad in the ring. And that's one thing I do respect Dana White for. Dana White says, don't leave it in the hands of the judges. Unlike many sports, you have the full control. There's nothing, like, you literally can make your destiny in boxing. You can, in most other sports, you can't influence what your opponent's going to do. For example, if you're in running, if you're a 100 meters runner, and you're coming up against Bolt, who's going to run 9.6, I mean, what can you do? Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. If the best you've got is 9.8 and Bolt's going to run a 9.59, what can you do? It's peak. Do you know what I'm saying? You're praying to be lucky, but you know you ain't the best man. In boxing, even if your opponent has better this, has better that, you can influence the fight. You can have a strong mind. You can apply pressure. You can go for it. And that's what MAGSAYO did. He went in there, and despite being the lankier man, he went to work, and he touched you all over. And it's all well and good talking about robbery, but listen, when you was on the ropes, when you was ducking and diving for your life, when you was getting clipped and looking stupid, looking all dopey looking, let's trust me, like I said, when you was on the ropes and you was getting licked up upside your head, looking all dopey, there weren't no system about that. Do you understand? What was the system about you being backed into the ropes? I'm confused. Oh man, it's the system. What? MAGSAYO punching you right in your head, having you down bad. What's that got to do with the system? Let's be real now. You didn't win the fight. And that's the thing. I don't even believe he's watched it back. He can't have. I think he's going. That's the problem, you see. And I do empathise with boxers to some extent, but what you'll notice is a lot of boxers, they talk about how, I don't watch fights back. And the problem with that is that their memory is warped. They don't see what we see. And a lot of boxers, they have big egos, which means that when you have a big ego, you score the things you do really highly. And you do the opposite with your opponent. People with big egos, they think everything they do is perfect. So when Gary Russell was in there, getting licked up and getting pressured, he will have been thinking to himself, none of them shots landed. It's a bit like Broner. Here's another one. Broner will go in there, do nothing for 12 rounds, but because he was able not to be hit, as in, he spent the whole fight not getting hit, which isn't the same as, it's a boxing fight. It's not a not getting hit fight. Broner thinks that, I didn't get punched clean for 12 rounds, that means I won the fight. No. Because you shit your pants for 12 rounds and didn't do anything. Do you understand? You're funny style. So what you want to do is watch the fight back and then comment. And to be honest, scrap that. Like I said, what you need to do, follow Dana White. Go in there and get stuck in. How about that? And that's what Magsayo did. Magsayo, I mean, these guys are small fries, so he's not going to get the KO, but he went in there and he wanted it. You didn't want it like him. And you didn't, or maybe you didn't have the skill. Either way, you didn't go in there. You didn't back Magsayo into the ropes like he backed you into the ropes. I saw you pop him with your best left hand and it didn't do nothing. And I think that made you scared. You thought, shit, I've just popped him with my best shot and he's marching forward still. Listen, he wanted you bad. Magsayo, yeah, was like a male dog. And you was a bitch in heat. Do you understand? He could smell that nice. He could smell that nice Gary Russell snatch, and he was coming for it. You best believe he was coming to put his wick right in that nice Gary Russell heaty snatch. Yeah, and ultimately, yeah, how you can tell he's gassing, how you can tell he's woofing and just making excuses is the fact that he talks about how, oh man, the system's rigged and, you know, it's institutional. It's institutional. They got me, you know, it's the man. The man's got me down. All this kind of stuff, yeah? But then he goes on to say, well, I hurt my arm 2 weeks ago. Oh? Wait there. Which is it then? Either it's rigged and you did genuinely win but you were robbed, or you lost because your arm hurt. Which was it? Oops. Yeah, do you understand? It can't be both, can it? It can't be I got robbed and my arm will hurt. Because think about it. Your arm hurting has no relevance to... If you've been robbed here on the cards, then your arm hurting shouldn't make a difference. Because you're saying you won, but you was robbed on the cards. So why would you bring in the fact that your arm hurt? Oh, so now the truth is, you lost the fight, but the truth is, yeah, you got whooped, and you believe it's because your arm hurt. It's not a good look, and I gotta admit, even when Lomachenko said the same thing, I said the same thing. Coming out afterwards and saying your arm hurt, why are you in the fight? If your arm hurts that much, pull out. Because before the fight, yeah, you weren't saying your arm hurt. And I feel sorry for all the punters, yeah, who put money on these people only to find out that, well, my arm hurt. Because you've bumped all your fans. Anyway, Devin Down Bad Haney jumped on the bandwagon and had a go on Gary Russell and said the following: Mr. Cap, aka Gary Russell, lost to a bum. Listen, I love banter. I can't lie to you. Even though Devin, no power having Haney, himself is a bit of a joke, but still. Oh man, you lost to a bum. Listen, Devin, your resume is full of bums. That's the first thing, yeah. And to be fair to Gary Russell, he lost to someone who was hungry. Yeah. And all jokes aside, Devin Down Bad Haney, Devin no power having Haney. We haven't actually seen Devin in there with someone who's coming to win yet. Let's be real now. Who is Devin for that's his age and's coming to win? I genuinely don't think Devin, no power having Haney, has actually fought someone like MAGSAYO, who's coming to win and who shows him no respect. Most of the people who Devin's fought have just been happy to fluff around. So Devin, and what you notice about boxing is often people make comments like this, yeah, and then a year from now, or within the next year, Devin will get his own cherry popped. Then no one's there. It's a bit like Teofimo Lopez. Perfect example. Teofimo would be the same kind of guy to laugh at Gary Russell, and 2-2s, he gets his cherry popped by George Kambosos. That's what I feel is coming next for Devin, because Devin ain't all that. He's not. The first man who goes in there with their guard nice, that's the thing, Magsayo's guard was tight. And I'm telling you, the first man that goes in here, yeah, guard nice and tight and just walks through Devin, no power having Haney, he's going to be in trouble. Because he ain't Floyd. Floyd had magical skill and he had some snap. Devin has no power and he's not magical either. So it's going to be peak for him. But anyway, listen. As of today, Devin's laughing. So he's earned that right to laugh. he's earned that right to laugh at Mr. Cap. But trust me, I mean, MAGSAYO ain't no bum. Yeah, and truth be known, Devin best watch out MAGSAYO don't come up, because MAGSAYO will give you the work. You know what I'm saying? You best watch out you don't get washed by him as well.